And people always asked us, it's a mysterious name, it's memorable by design, it's kind of like a marketing thing that works to our advantage, but they would always ask like what it is. So in the early days, we'd say it's an intent engine, right? And that evolved to, it's a single version of our account intelligence, it's our predictive platform, it's our CDP, but none of that's like really what it is. What it really is it's our customer experience platform. Everything we do, every use case is customer experience. Some of that experience is positive experience that leads to top of funnel for sure, but we're looking at every experience. We're looking at event experience. We're looking at sales experience. We're looking at executive briefing experience. We're looking at everything.
There's a fundamental change in what customers or B2B customers are expecting. Customers today are expecting a little bit more a different treatment, and therefore the customer experience platform. The data that we are injecting in here, it is changing the company marketing and sales of how they do day-to-day business. If you look at how marketing and sales were doing business before, they would actually look at the demographic, firmographic data, a little bit of first-party data. Where are these customers have installed products from SAP, and then making calls from that point on with only like firmographic data plus a little bit of first-party data and launching campaigns. And for me, it was mind-blowing that in this day and age, people will not consider bringing in together not only intent, but technographic and firmographic, and then creating scores on top of it, right? In order to provide the best buying signals possible. So what we did is, what about if we were to actually bring that set of data, get some data scientists behind us, merge it with technographic data, so we can tell you what is the state of mind of the customers at any point in time throughout the funnel, and tell you if these are customers to protect, because maybe they already purchased something and they're in the SAP and therefore we need to protect, maybe attack if there's being an acquisition or something and we need to disrupt some customer base that is not ours, or maybe just do prospecting and lead generation, but based on merging those three buckets. But then the light bulbs start going on, right? What else we could do besides firmographic, intent, technographic, and so forth? The magic happens once you merge third-party data with first-party data. But you merge first-party data with some business reason, meaning here is a company XYZ showing interest on analytics, right? Do they have anything installed from SAP? Inside of SAP, on the first-party side, we have what we call a propensity score. It is based on a lot of mathematicians and statistics. If you have had, as a customer, engagement with SAP, depending on the events that you participated and how much engagement pipeline that you might have with SAP, you have a score within SAP. That's on the first-party world. What about if we merge those scores with the intent scores from Bombora, with the data and the analysis that we're doing and the technographic stuff, so we could actually start making magic, right?
The birth of kind of like the experience engine. So, we talked about the notion on the left, and this is a big, I'm not going to say we have it all connected, right? So this is a big domino principle, is all of our customer data actually is in HANA somewhere. So it's the degrees of separation from customer data are actually exciting for us because it's there. And then on the right-hand side this is all about, why would we do this just for top of funnel? Why would we do it just for lead gen? Why would we do it just for digital and programmatic?
The merging of first-party data and third-party data, that's where we are today. But what we are beginning to look is the more data that we put into the equation, the more behavioral analysis that you could do. And suddenly the data starts spitting out things that you were not asking for, right? So you might have a line of business in APJ telling you, we want to launch a campaign on these 10,000 customers on the topic of HR. And then you realize that their 10,000 customers are actually caring more on analytics than what they want to do in HR, right? So the data is speaking something different of what they're requesting. So let the data drive the efforts of marketing as opposed as you trying to push 10,000 customers to buy HR. It's just crystal ball putting everything together into one view of a customer experience. And having that visibility and that welcoming is what makes the whole difference.